Hi boys and girls, how are you? I'm happy to see you and be here with you again. Today we are gonna make our own work so you could do it at home. And Mom and Dad, I tried to use materials that you do have at home. So for this one, you might have some of the materials, but not all of them. Like bottles, you're gonna need bottles. You could use these kind of bottles. I use white bottles so I won't have to cover it if they're clear, like your bottle water right here. If you use this one, that's fine, but you will have to cover it so you won't see what's inside. You could also use any kind of empty bottle. You could use these bottles right here, your soap bottle, and you're just gonna have to cover the tip with a different cap. There are some other bottles that you could use. This one right here, like vitamin bottles and things like that. Any kind of empty bottles. Like I said, I'm using these ones because they're white and I don't have to cover it, but you could always do that, or you could use the stickers to decorate them, and so they won't be plain like this one right here. Let me just do a sticker right here. You could just use plain bottles and just decorate them with stickers if you have some at home. So first you're gonna need bottles, and you're gonna need even number of bottles. So either you're gonna make 2 sets, so you're gonna need 4 bottles. You're gonna do 3 sets, 4 sets, 5 sets. You're gonna need 10 bottles, which as many pairs you want to make, that's the bottles that you're gonna need. Right now I only have 6 bottles, so I'm only gonna make 3 sets. And for the shaker, for the filler, I do have pinto beans. I do have peas. I do have rice. You could also use sand. You could use Skittles or M&Ms. You could use dirt. You could use, what else do I have? Oh, I have belts right here. You could use belts also. Anything that you could put inside that you shake and it make noise. But make sure that both bottles have the same amount. So when I mean have the same amount is so they will make the same noise. So here I have 20 beans. So boys and girls, you could count the beans, moms and dads. Make sure that you are with your child when you're doing this work, because some of these materials could be choking hazard, and I would like for your child to be safe. So please be with your child when you're doing this project, okay? So the beans right here, I have 20, so that means I'm gonna have 10 in each bottle. So I have, let's count all together. You guys wanna help me and count in Spanish? Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? So we have 10 beans, and these 10 beans, they go in this bottle right here. So let's do, this one is full. Let's do another bottle with another 10 beans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's another 10 beans that go on this bottle. Okay? So we got that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna close it. Moms and dads, make sure that you put glue around here. You could do Elmer's glue if you have it, or any kind of glue to seal it, again, to prevent your child or anybody else's child to put the fillers inside their mouth. So if you put glue all the way around it, all the way, and then seal it, tight it, and leave it until it dries so they won't be able to open it. Okay, so that one is done. This one is done. And let's do 2 other bottles. For this one, since there are too many pieces, I have 1 teaspoon. So I'm gonna do 1 teaspoon for each of my bottles. So I have 1 teaspoon. Let's see. Let's make sure that we have enough. Top it off. Top off the teaspoon. So there will be enough for both bottles. It should be pretty full. So there is my teaspoon. It goes in here. So let's make another teaspoon. And remember, you're putting the same amount in each bottle, so the noise won't be different. The noise will be the same, okay? Because that's what we're looking for. We're looking for using in our ears to match the noise. So, what is that right there? That's another teaspoon of beans. So we're gonna put these beans over here. We don't need them. So we're gonna seal it. We're gonna put glue all the way around our bottle, and we're gonna seal it, and then we're gonna put glue all around our bottle, and we're gonna seal it. Okay, now for our other 2 bottles, I have rice. So what we're gonna do is 2 teaspoons of rice in each of my bottles. So I have 1. You could put more or you could put less, it's up to you. I'm just doing 2 just to make sure that the sound is little louder. Okay, so that's 2 teaspoons. That's 1. And this is gonna be a tricky one. We're gonna have to use all these pieces right here on our teaspoon, right there, right there. That's 2 teaspoons for this other bottle. So the same thing, we're gonna put glue all the way around it, and we're gonna close it. And we're gonna put glue all the way around it, and we're gonna seal it. Okay, so now you're gonna have 2 rice bottles, 2 peas bottles, 2 pinto beans. Okay, and like I said, you could use sand, you could use Skittles, you could use M&Ms, you could use different kind of beans, as long as you have 2 of each. Now you're gonna coat each of the bottles. The reason why you're coating it is for your child to not to get frustrated when they first start it. If they're older, you don't have to coat it, they will figure it out. But if they are younger and it's hard for them to figure out which one goes and with what, and they will keep shaking all of them. So we're gonna coat these ones because we know these 3 have to match one of these 3. So what I have for you to coat is, this is one suggestion, you could cut the circle and put like a construction paper on top, or on the bottom. You could do it right here, right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do color. So I have my pink marker, and I'm gonna color the cap. And this is permanent marker, so it will stay pink. So all 3, 1 each though. Okay, so make sure that this one right here is right here. So these two go together. These two go together. Those two go together. So you're gonna color code one each. One of each filler. Right here. That one right there. So each of these three have to match with one of these three. So you could leave it blank, or I have blue. So I'm gonna color code him with blue. So I'm gonna make these three right here. So we don't know which one. We just know that these ones have to match these ones, right? So I'm gonna show you how this work gets done. So there, right here. So we have our work. So these work like this, okay? So we got all these three. So this is what we're gonna do. So you're gonna grab one of these ones. So I'll do the lesson. And you just use your ear, okay? So we're gonna be really quiet. Shh. Really quiet. You're gonna close your mouth. You're gonna open your ears and use just your ears to do this work, okay? So let's start, my friends. We match them, okay? So this is my work. I match each of my bottles. So like I said, I only use 3 pairs here, but you could have 4, 5 pairs or more pairs, depends how many things you have. See, I have a bag right here. I have all these beans. So each of the beans, depends of the size, are gonna make different noise. So go ahead, you could use the peas. I have lima beans. I have these black eyed peas that are smaller or rounder. These are black beans that are longer. So each of the beans are gonna make different noise. But remember, you have to put the same amount of beans in each bottle, so they make the same noise, okay? This one too right here. And remember, if you have white bottle or a bottle that has all one color, you could decorate it with stickers, or you could use your marker too and decorate it with markers. If you are gonna use clear bottles, make sure that you cover the bottle so your child can see what's inside, okay? You could just cover all the way, and when you're doing the work with your child, just make sure that they don't look at the bottom. Or they could, but once they match them, just to make sure they got the correct bottle, okay? So that's it for today. Oh, one more thing. Some of our friends are ready to move to room 2. Some of our friends from room 2 might be watching these videos as well. So I just want to give you a tip for moms and dads. Flashcards are really good. Is one of the methods that you could use for your child to work and practice their the sound of the letters, and also picture the word. You don't have to have flashcards like this with the word. What you could do is just write down the word at home on post-its and put it around your house. Like for the refrigerator, just write down on a post-it refrigerator and put it in there, so your child will see when he goes or she goes to the refrigerator, it will see the word there. You could put it on the side of the TV and put their television. You could put another flashcard on the oven, on the outside of the oven, and just write down oven. So whenever your child walks by there, it will see the word and it will relate the word with the item. It's just for them to memorize the words, and if you happen to catch them trying to figure it out or looking at the word, remind them of the sound of the word. So flashcards are really good for your child. Work on it. It will be good for them. So that's gonna be all the work for today, boys and girls. I hope you like this work. This is one of the Montessori works that we have in school, and like I said, I'm trying to use materials that you will have at home. For the next project, we're gonna use cornstarch and hair conditioner, and also we're gonna use sand or rice also, if you have them. So if you could have them ready, if you could get them ready so you could do the project with me, or you could just watch it and then get it ready later. Thank you so much, boys and girls. I'll talk to you soon. Stay safe at home. Bye-bye.